Good morning from the remote island of Côn also known as Conson Island, or more darkly known, Devil's Island. So Côn used to be the site of many prisons, many prison camps under French colonial rule and later the South Vietnamese government, and American controlled. Côn prisons incarcerated many political prisoners in opposition to French colonial rule or South Vietnamese rule. Over 10,000 people perished on this island under the prison's conditions. Sorry, everybody's beeping around. Yeah, I came here, did a little bit of research, a tiny bit, and yeah, the more I looked, the more I learned, and yeah, this is quite a creepy place actually. And I kind of felt it here. I don't want to get too like new age on you or anything, but or I see dead people, but like the minute you get here, there's definitely an air. There's definitely something going on here. A lot of people call this a haunted island, and yeah, if you believe in that sort of thing, this island is very, very haunted. It's creepy. It's creepy walking around at night. A lot of people died here. Yeah, and that's all I gotta say. So if you're like a ghost hunter or like into the paranormal or something, this is definitely a destination you want to check out. And I thought, what a better place to start this morning vlog than this haunted house right here, right across from Phu Hai Prison, where we're going in a moment. Yeah, so let's check it out, but let's be careful. I don't know if I should go in here or not, but we're gonna. I don't see any signs saying that you can't, so I'm just gonna go get a little close. I don't know the history of this house, but this house like talks to me when I walk by it. When I saw it earlier, it was like, come inside. Oh, big spider web, big spider web. Oh, that's what we don't want right now. Big spiders, no big spiders. Okay. Okay. Wow. This is creepy. The houses here are very old. Some of them a few hundred years old. See, this is a place where lots of people like to come drink Red Bull. That must be the kitchen. Yeah, I don't want to explore too much. I don't know how safe this structure is. But yeah, there's definitely an air around here, man. Look at how the root system's grown up and grown into the house. Interesting to imagine what this house looked like when it was actually lived in. Probably by some French colonialist baron or something. That's about as far as I'm going to go into this house, but yeah, pretty creepy. Okay, over here is Phu Hai Prison. This is where many, I think this is the oldest prison. It was built in 1862 by the French. And it housed many anti-colonial, anti-French rule prisoners who lived in very horrible conditions, as we're about to see. I believe later on, many Viet Minh, that was the guerrilla group established to subvert French colonial rule during the 1950s, and the precursor to the Viet Cong, who fought the Americans. So here we go. All right, how do we get in here? How do I get in? Here? Oh. Not open? Oh. Oh, here. Okay. I went in the wrong way. Oh boy, this is... How do you get into this dark and evil place? Is that how you get in? Oh, I don't know if I want to go in there. It's really dark. Oh. I walked by here the other day and I just felt like there's eyes staring out of these bars at me. Over here? Right here? Okay, this dude's like, yeah, you're just going right there. Ugh. Okay, here we go. It's in the middle of the day and I'm freaked out, honestly. Okay. Yeah. This is not how you get in. And this is really, really freaking scary already. Alright. Bummer. Alright, so that section of the prison is closed because they're like doing restoration work. So I don't know, I got to go in that really creepy cell right there. That was, ugh. Did not like being in there at all. Here's the walls of the prison. There's a big moat in front of it right here, down the way. Man, this place is interesting. So anyway, one of the most notorious prisoners, this prison's most notorious prisoner was a young girl by the name of Boti Sao. Boti Sao, that's how you say it. Boti Sao. In the early 1950s or maybe late 40s, when she was like 14 years old, she threw a hand grenade at a group of French soldiers at a market and killed one of them and injured 12, and she got away with it. And then later, she, a few years later, she threw another grenade at a canton chief. A canton chief is kind of like a provincial governor or something, and he'd been known to be very hard on the Viet Minh and their sympathizers. So, but unfortunately, the grenade did not go off, and she was caught, and she was imprisoned here. She was a very high-profile prisoner, and then they executed her nearby here by firing squad. And legend has it, or they say, that she refused to wear a blindfold, and she went out singing this song, and I'll play it at the end of the video. Yeah, or there's a song that commemorates her. So yeah, I don't know. Boti Sao. Remember. is the other part of Fuhai prison. I think the part that they're redoing is the old part, the really old part. All right. This is very interesting. Many tour groups here. Okay, I believe these are the cells. Well, that one's... That startled me. I knew that there was like mannequins in here, but that freaked me out, seeing that. These are how the prisoners were housed. I don't know if you can see it in the dark, but there's like a bar that locks all their ankles to that platform, and they would be in here in their own filth and excrement and sickness, and yeah, just locked in here all the time in these hot rooms. Horrible. There's a room down here. I think you can actually go into this one. Here's a lot cooler in here. I think this space in here was like a whatever sort of way to bathe, depending on how long they were, how often they were unlocked to go do that. Here's an empty cell. Somebody left their water bottle behind. It's pretty stupid. Yeah, I've been to Toll Sling prison in Phnom Penh, where the Khmer Rouge did pretty much the same thing, and that is another pretty evil place. Depths of depravity that people like will go to punish other people they don't like is just completely asinine to me. I just don't understand how. You know, I don't like a lot of people, but torture and death and things like that, I just don't understand it. I don't see how you can do things like that. Oh. Look how thick these doors are. I imagine that's maybe some kind of like stockade or something where they would tie prisoners up and whip them or cane them, or these wooden things here. Yeah, a lot of people were tortured here. And this is only one of the prisons on this island. I believe there's 3 or 4 prisons here. Tisao is buried not too far from here. We're gonna go visit the cemetery where she's buried. She's considered a national martyr to Vietnam, national hero. Songs written about her. People make pilgrimages to her grave here. This town has many like flowers and flower arrangements, and a lot of people buy flowers. And so if you saw the flowers on the entrance to that house. Oh man. Oh boy. Man, it is creepy in here. Here they have these guys doing manual labor. There's a guy in the back with a whip that would whip them. A French guard or a Vietnamese guard employed by the French. I'm curious if there was a guillotine here. Oh yeah, this room's not good. Yeah, this room is. There's something not good in here. See? These are the iron shackles here. Their ankles would be affixed to these iron, like U-locks here, so they couldn't get out. Then I think to release them, they'd pull these big iron bars out. They were somehow secured. Well, when they release people, they'd pull out these big iron bars so they could get out. Oh boy, yeah. Oh, here's a cell. That's a tiny. I guess that hole in the floor is where you relieve yourself. Imagine being locked in this hot cell. Solitary confinement, more or less. Okay, yeah, this is a cell block. There's cells on each side. Here's a cell where you'd be locked with several people. I guess the only plus side of being in there is you're not alone. I imagine this is like a mess hall area where they eat. This must be like maybe a bathing area or like a waterboarding area or something. I don't know. This looks like the kitchen. Yeah, this is probably a kitchen. We'll put fire down there. Sorry, logs down there. So on fire, and then there'd probably be big pots or some kind of thing to cook the food here. Soup or whatever they fed them. Gruel. The mountains that overlook this village here where I'm staying are very like oppressive. Yesterday there was clouds just covering just the mountains, and there's this dark shadowed mountains that surround. It's kind of like a big horseshoe. They all just kind of surround this little valley beach area where the village is. And the mountains are beautiful, but they look creepy. Like this island's like it's got like an air to it. It definitely has an air. I was reading online, doing some research. This island is considered one of the scariest places in Asia. This looks very chapel-esque. So I imagine this is some kind of church. Forced Catholic indoctrination. Yeah. Vietnam's a very Catholic country, and that's because of French colonialism. Buddhism is the largest majority religion, but second is Catholicism. Look at the barbed wire mesh over the ceiling. No way out. I really wish people wouldn't litter in places like that. It makes me very angry. See the crosses? I don't know if that's supposed to be some sort of ventilation or what. Psychological tool. There's bathrooms back there if you need, right when you come in the front gate here. Oh wow, there's a watchtower. I didn't notice that. There's a dude up there. Okay, let's leave this evil place.